Do you ever feel like you're doing all of the things, you're posting, you're emailing, creating content, but it's like you're shouting out into the void and no one is engaging, no one is buying, and you're wondering, is it me? Am I the problem? Is my offer broken? Here's the truth. It's not your offer, it's your message. If your message feels too broad, it's not connecting with the people you need most. Hello, Genius. Welcome back to another episode of the Own Your Genius podcast, the space where we encourage you to use your education and your experiences to create dope businesses. I'm your host, brand attorney LaConya Murray, owner of Off the Mark IP Solutions and founder of Mark Legal. Today, I'm going to show you how to position your intellectual property, your ideas, your expertise, and your content that make your business unique so that the right audience leans in, listens, and buys. And stick with me because at the end, I share how you can get ongoing support inside of Mark Legal, our membership designed to help you protect your intellectual property and profit from it. Welcome back to the Own Your Genius podcast, where we talk about building smart businesses, creating standout brands, and turning your intellectual property into income. I'm your host, attorney LaConya Murray, founder of Off the Mark IP Solutions. We're a boutique firm that helps professionals and experts use legal clarity and brand strategy to protect what they've built and grow what they've created. We got a good one for you today, so let's get started. If you craft an audience-specific message, echo their exact language, and filter for perfect fit clients, you'll never wonder if your content is connecting again. So how do you do that? Let's get into it. Most experts believe that if I make my message broad, I'll attract more people. But here's the truth. Broad messages repel everyone. Specific messages attract the right people. I have a client who's a nutritionist who used to say, I help people eat better, which is very broad. When we worked together, she changed her message to, I help busy professionals create simple meal plans so they can reclaim their time and energy. And within weeks, her engagement doubled because her audience finally understood their exact struggle. Now, your value proposition should answer three things: who you serve, what outcome they can get, and how you're going to deliver it. When you nail this, your audience is going to feel like you're speaking directly to them. Here's another mistake. We talk in our own words instead of theirs. We say what we think that our audience wants to hear instead of what they're actually saying. But people buy when they feel understood, not when they're educated. I have a client who kept saying, I help women feel empowered. What does that even mean, right? It sounds great, but what does it mean? Well, I wasn't the only person that was confused. Her audience was too. Her audience wasn't saying the word empowered. They were saying things like, oh, I'm so tired of feeling stuck and I just want to feel confident again. And when she started using those exact phrases in her post and in her email, her engagement skyrocketed. So how do you do this? First of all, you listen. You pull phrases from client calls, from reviews, from forums, from different platforms that your clients are on. If they say, I'm tired of feeling invisible online, what are you going to say? That's right. I'm tired of feeling invisible online. You're going to use that exact phrase in your content. When you mirror their language, engagement skyrockets because they feel seen. And here's the last piece: trying to serve everyone. Serving everyone dilutes your brand and drains your energy. A consultant I worked with used to take on any client that can pay. The problem, she was exhausted and constantly dealing with people who didn't value her expertise. You can drop a note in the comment if you've been there, right? So one of the things that we did to help resolve that issue is we created 3 filters. Filters are just like 3 things that people need to qualify to work with her. So the first thing was they need to be ready to implement. They need to be willing to invest, and they need to be committed to long-term growth. Within months, her stress level dropped, and she was working with people who truly valued her. And that's one of the things that we do in my law firm, Off the Mark IP Solutions. I tell people all the time, I have the best clients in the world, and that's because they go through filters before working with me. Instead of working with everyone, I want you to create 3 decision filters. These filters are qualifiers that will define your perfect fit client. For example, it could be something like they're ready to turn their expertise into an asset. They value legal protection as a growth strategy, and they're committed to building systems that make business easier. These filters help you say yes to the right people and no to the wrong ones. And trust me, that clarity feels amazing. Now, before we wrap up, let's pull it all together because clarity is power. These 3 steps aren't just theory, they're the foundation for positioning your expertise so that the right people lean in and say, That's exactly what I need. So here is your quick action plan. The first thing you're going to do is craft an audience-specific value proposition with concrete outcomes. You're going to use language that mirrors and echoes your audience's exact phrases and pains. And then you're going to create decision filters, 3 qualifiers for your perfect fit clients. When you apply these, your message stops feeling broad and starts attracting the right audience. Now, imagine having a clear message that attracts your dream clients, content that resonates, and a brand that stands out. That's exactly what we help you do inside of Mark Legal. Mark Legal isn't just about legal protection. It's about positioning your intellectual property for profit. Inside, you're going to get access to our legal lounge office hours for real-time guidance, templates, and tools to protect your intellectual property and promote your brand. Also, you're going to have a community of entrepreneurs who get it. And if you're ready to stop feeling invisible and start attracting your right audience, this is your next step. You want to make sure you join Mark Legal today at marklegal.com. It's the easiest way to protect your ideas, position your expertise, and start profiting from the work that you've done already. And if you love today's episode, do me a favor. Subscribe so you never miss an episode. Leave a review because it helps more experts find this show. And then share this episode with a friend who's ready to reclaim their time and let their expertise work for them. Until next time, keep owning your genius and letting your ideas do the heavy lifting. Because why work overtime when your intellectual property can do it for you? Let's take this conversation over to ownyourgenius.co. I want you to share this episode with 3 people and have them join you there. But before you go, you know what to do. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and rate the podcast. Until next week, keep building your business, growing your brand, and owning your genius.